Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to pray us in, and then I'm going to tell you how we're going to do our ceremony today, which you are going to be a major part of. Don't worry, though. You don't have to get up and say anything by yourself. It's all group responses. So you don't have to worry about that. So let's go inside to that place where I know there is only that power, that presence, that light, that love of what I call God. It doesn't matter if it's called Allah or Adonai or the Tao or the Force, nature, whatever it is that power and presence that is through and as all of its creation from the tiniest atom to the farthest galaxy. There's no place where that power and that presence of spirit is not, because it continually creates galaxies and people and animals and atoms and universes out of itself every minute of every sacred day. And that is who I am right here and right now, and each beautiful spirit here is. A perfect expression of that light and that love and that joy of spirit in human form right here and right now. So I'm knowing for this sacred time together that presence of God is revealed as each one here, as light, as love, as wisdom, as any chaos or any stuff that's going on in the world just dissolves into the nothingness from which it came, because the power and the presence of spirit rises above all of that. And it absolutely spreads that love and that light and that wisdom of spirit throughout this whole world and throughout this universe, just out of our being here together. So I just gratefully accept this grace and this love and this light and this wisdom of spirit as the truth of this sacred time together, as I release this word to the law, knowing that it is now done in perfect joy and gratitude and love. And so it is. Amen. So the way things are going to go is, this is about a 45-minute ceremony, and I'll be saying some words. Carrie will be leading some chants, and everything that you need to read or to speak all together will be up on the screen, thanks to Matthew. Thank you, Matthew. And that's how it's going to go. And at the end of at the end of every chant or song, slide number 2, please. This is what you're going to say. We're all going to say that together, hopefully. Okay, this is slide number 2. All right. So in various times, we're all going to say together, gratitude wells up from deep within. So let's all say that together. Let's just practice it. Gratitude wells up from deep within. Because this day is about gratitude. Come on, so that we're not so far away, everybody. Come on up. So gratitude is about the affirmation of the goodness of life. And so when we are grateful, we're just affirming all this goodness that is the truth of our life right now, and the pleasure of being here on the planet at this sacred time and place. A great enlightened one says, life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but the moments that take our breath away. So moments like this with you all here take my breath away. Moments like when we go eat, that takes my breath away. And the fact that we have all these amazing volunteers, this is all a volunteer endeavor. So all these amazing people that are helping us really take my breath away. So thank you for being here and sharing your light and your love with us. How many of you have been to Seaside before? Oh, okay, all right. If you haven't, thank you for coming. We do this we have a dinner on Christmas Day also. We have a New Year's Eve burning bowl ceremony. And Thank you for being here in this light and this love of Seaside. We're part of a larger organization called Centers for Spiritual Living in Golden, Colorado. It's a worldwide organization. I'll talk more about that a little bit later, but just to reiterate, the vision is to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence for a world that works for everyone. So that's what we're about here. So thank you so much for being here. And now we have a video.
You're my life, you're my breath, you're a smile, you're my guest. You're the earth, you're the sun, you're the grass, you are love. You're my hand, you're a bug, you're my eyes, you're a hug. You're the light in the dark, you're the spark, you are fun. You're my mom, you are water, you're the stars, you're my daughter. You're my friend till the end, you're my dreams, you're my father. You're the ants on the ground, the miracles that surround. I'm feeling it all around, the hemisphere in the clouds. You're my pain, you're my sorrow, you're my hope for tomorrow. You're the strength when I'm hollow, you're the path that I follow. You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss, the gift to realize that everything
all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all, for it all.
Start looking towards your heart. It'll open all the doors and only then you'll start to hear the world singing chorus with your mind and heart. Aligned in purpose, everything
All
will feel
that I
gorgeous.
am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all.
Every day I sit and pray 'cause what I have is more than I deserve or could ever imagine. How do I give back to all of this magic and spread the love so everybody can have it? Doesn't matter if I'm rich or poor, if I got a family or if I'm all alone. Bad things happen, I can just complain and moan, but there's a million things that I can be grateful for.
Grateful for it all. Grateful for it all. Would someone open that door and the doors out to the parking lot so people can come in that way too? So that's our amazing Daniel Nahmad, who some of you might have heard here at Seaside occasionally. And so what I'd like you to do is just go inside for a moment. And after seeing that video, just think of all of the things that you are grateful for, this amazing life. Being here on this planet with all of these amazing beings that you saw in the video and the people here. Just go inside for a moment and honor that in your own way. Every time the bell rings, we're going to say, gratitude wells up within, deep within. Gratitude wells up from deep within. Gratitude wells up from deep within. Let's try it one more time for practice. Gratitude wells up from deep within. And now we're going to sing a song about that. Thank you for this day. Carrie's going to lead it, but all of you get to sing it with us if you so choose. You don't have to. Slide number 3.
Thank you. I want to say thank you. Thank you. I want to say thank you. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. This wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful life. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful life. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day.
Give yourselves a hand. Thank you, Carrie. So we have this day to be thankful for, and what allows us to be here, of course, to enjoy this amazing day is these amazing bodies of ours. Did you know that you have between 50 trillion and 70 trillion cells in your body? And you know how much a trillion is? If you counted 1 second for each number, it would take you 30,000 years to count to a trillion. That's how many cells, and you have 50 to 70 of those in your body. Isn't that amazing? And every one of those cells has 300 proteins in it. So how miraculous is that? And I have some statistics here. Your heart beats 115,200 beats a day without you even thinking about it. You don't even have to tell it to beat. Your lungs breathe 1,280 breaths a day, and you don't even have to think about it. And your senses allow you to hear and see and smell and taste this amazing world wherever you go, whether you're right here or whether you're at dinner or wherever you are. And what's really amazing is our body has such an ability to heal itself. We can have help with medicine and everything, but how many have ever had some kind of an issue and then your body got healed? Our bodies are made to heal themselves. I broke a greater tuberosity a year ago, and now I can go and lift weights and everything, and all it took was a little bit of physical therapy. Our bodies are so amazing. If we give them a little help and we bless them and we thank them, they're designed to come into wholeness. And even if we have issues like health, how many have health issues right now? That's okay. All right, but your body continues to work. You still have 115,200 heartbeats a day, even if you have challenges. And what you get to do is be here. And that's what matters. So let's just go inside for a moment and just bless and thank all of your 50 trillion cells in that amazing body of yours for a moment of stillness. And let's say our response. Gratitude wells up from deep within for every cell in my body. And as you go through your day, if you thank your toes, if you thank your heart, if you thank your lungs, they have intelligence and they respond to your gratitude for them. And of course, Thanksgiving was started because of the bounty of this land and to give great thanks for these amazing resources that allow us to be here in this land and eat and live in comfort, especially nowadays. So let's honor some of the physical things in our life, like our computers. How many honor computers? Food. Can't have computers without food, right? Food, water, this amazing earth. All of these things are given to us so that we can express that light and that love of spirit within us and give it out to the world. And Michael Paul has 2 readings about that.
Let me say happy Thanksgiving, first of all, to everyone here. So good. First reading, Dear Abby prayer of Thanksgiving. O Spirit, we are grateful for food and remember the hungry. We are grateful for health and remember the sick. We are grateful for friends and remember the friendless. We are grateful for freedom and remember the enslaved. May these remembrance stir us to service, that thy gifts to us may be used for others. And we have another reading from Howard Thurman. Today, I make my sacrament of thanksgiving. I begin with the simple things of my days. Fresh air to breathe, cool water to drink, the taste of food, the protection of houses and clothes, the comfort of home. For all these, I make an act of thanksgiving this day.
Thank you, Michael Paul. Don't you think he sounds like Morgan Freeman? Better, yes, even better. So think of all of those physical things on this earth, and I invite you to just go inside for a few moments in deep, deep gratitude for all of those material things that allow you to be comfortable here on this earth, whether it's food, whether it's water, whether it's air, whether it's the things in your life, for a few moments of stillness. And in that attitude of gratitude, let's say our affirmation. Gratitude wells up from deep within. Beautiful, you've got it. And now we're going to sing a song together about sending that love and that gratitude out into the world, because as the Dear Abby quote said, we have so much, and what we get to do is send it out to the world. I send my love over the mountain. And of course, you are all invited to sing with us.
I send my love over the mountain. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens. And it returns to me. I send my peace over the mountain. I send my peace my peace into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my joy over the mountain. I send my joy over the sea. I send my joy into the heavens, and it returns to me. And it returns to me.
Thank you. You're all really good. Good for you. So, of course, we would not be here without what most of us believe anyway, is that power and that presence of the universe that some of us call God, that allows itself to be expressed through all of us and all of our friends and all of our families and everyone who has gone before. And Michael Paul has a reading about that from Howard Thurman.
I bring to mind all the warmth of humankind that I have known. My mother's arms, the strength of my father, the playmates of my childhood, the wonderful stories brought to me from the lives of many who talked of days gone by when fairies and giants and all kinds of magic held their sway. The tears I have shed, the tears I have seen, the excitement of laughter, and the twinkling in the eye with the reminder that life is good. For all these I make an act of thanksgiving this day. I pass before me the mainsprings of my heritage, the fruits of the labors of countless generations who lived before me, without whom my own life would have no meaning. The seers who saw visions and dreamed dreams. The prophet who sensed a truth greater than the mind could grasp, and whose words could only find fulfillment in the years which they would never see. The workers whose sweat has watered the trees, the leaves of which are the healing of the nations. The pilgrim who set their sails for lands beyond all horizons, whose courage made paths into new worlds and far-off places. The enlightened ones and the wayshowers whose blood was shed with a recklessness that only a dream could inspire and God could command. For all these, I make an act of thanksgiving this day.
So let's go inside, thinking of all of those in our lives, all of our ancestors, all of our friends, all of our family now, all of the great enlightened ones, as Michael Paul read about, on whose shoulders we stand, whether it's Ernest Holmes, the founder of our philosophy, or any of the great enlightened ones like Jesus or Muhammad or the Buddha or Mother Teresa, whoever it is, all of those giants on whose shoulders we stand, and especially the founders of our country. Let's just go deep inside and just allow gratitude to well up inside of us for a moment or two of stillness. And of course, as we've expressed gratitude within ourselves, let's speak it out. Gratitude wells up from deep within. And now we're going to sing about what a wonderful world this is. Michael Paul sang it last night at how many of you were at the Interfaith Thanksgiving Eve service? You feel all that love and energy? Michael Paul sang this last night, but we're going to sing it today, or at least part of it.
see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also in the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. There's a lot of power in singing together, even if you can't carry a tune. There's a lot of power in speaking together, because this energy just multiplies out into this amazing world of ours and into this amazing country of ours. And of course, this whole started with Thanksgiving that Abraham Lincoln declared right at the end of the Civil War, and that the idea of Thanksgiving started to kind of heal the wounds of the Civil War. So no matter what's going on in this country, no matter what's going on in the world, what we get to do today is to just come together in that experience of oneness, come together in this gratitude for being able to be here together. You know, in a lot of parts of the world, people can't come together and even have a ceremony like this. They can't worship the way they choose. They can't marry whom they choose. We are so, so blessed. And it all started back in, you know, the whole story, so I won't go there. But so what we get to do is just be totally grateful for the freedom that we have. For this is actually the most prosperous and peaceful time the world has ever seen, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But what we get to do is just go inside for a few moments in total gratitude for living in this freedom, in this life, in this abundance, and this absolute joy of being here in this country. So let's go inside for a moment. Grateful for this country. And for this country, gratitude wells up from deep within. And let's sing America the Beautiful. Just one verse. I love this song. Just one verse. One verse. Slide 6. Oh, well, why don't, let's do both verses. Let's do both verses. What the heck? I didn't realize I typed out both verses.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of rain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the years. Thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Woo! Woo! So now we get to go from America to this amazing world of ours. And Rosedale, would you bring us some candles up here too and make sure everybody has a candle? And as I said at the beginning, we are members of a worldwide organization called Centers for Spiritual Living. And our vision is to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence for a world that works for everyone. And we have centers all over the world. I have online students from all over the world. Hi, everybody. And if you're watching from the live stream, thank you, Gregory, for live streaming this, or if you're watching in the archives, thank you so much for being in this place where we are celebrating this vision of a world that works for everyone. And Michael Paul has a reading about that. We need candles up here too. No, just one for each of us.
Here's a reading by Carolyn Miss. The inner work of personal transformation is not about personal healing for the sake of personal healing alone, but to ultimately become someone prepared to take that healing to others, to become a channel of grace in the world. This is the nature of what it means to be called to spiritual service in the world today. It is time to bond the power of our spirits and direct that power towards a collective act of positive transformation. Then the other quote we have from Margaret Wheatley. In spite of current ads and slogans, the world doesn't change one person at a time. It changes as a network of relationships forms among people who discover they share a common cause and vision of what is possible. This is good news for those of us intent on changing the world and creating a positive future. Rather than worrying about critical mass, our work is to foster critical connections.
Thank you, Michael Paul. So it's those connections. I've been reading this amazing book about the brief history of Homo sapiens from the time we evolved from the primates all the way to now. And it's really interesting because it says that this is the most peaceful time ever on this earth. This is the most abundant time ever on this earth, especially the last 70 years. So 200, 300 years ago, you couldn't walk down a road somewhere in Europe without being accosted by bandits. We get to sleep at night peacefully, most of us, not thinking that we're going to be broken into or murdered in our sleep. The statistics are right now, even with all the terrorism and all the craziness in the world, that more people die from suicide than all of that other stuff put together right now. So what we get to do is light a candle. First of all, let's just go inside and just send our love out to this world, knowing that if we just send our love out, it makes a difference. Grateful for this amazing world of historic peace and prosperity that's never been seen in all of the millennia of the existence of this planet. And then we say our affirmation. Gratitude wells up is deep inside. So even though this is a world of peace and prosperity, unprecedented, there are still places in this world that need some healing. There's still places in our country that need some healing. There's still some places in all different countries of the world, and even sometimes in our own hearts that needs a little healing. So let's just light our candles, if we can. And let's just hold them up. And just sending this light out into the world as we sing together, "We are the world." Just sending this light, because we know our light makes a difference. Our thoughts make a difference. Our belief systems make a difference. What we say makes a difference. And as we send this light out into the world, it makes a difference.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, and the world must come together as one. There are people dying, and it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can't go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We are all a part of God's great big family. And the truth, love is all we need. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones to make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day, just you and me. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones to make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day, just you and me. It's true, we'll make a better day, just you and me. It's true, we'll make a better day, just you and me.
So just keep your candles lit as we close. In closing, Michael Paul's going to do another reading. Then we're going to do a couple of announcements and a closing chant. Do the last one. The last one. Number 6. Yeah.
And from Ernest Holmes' The Voice Celestial, learn once again to view the airy winds of conscious life, the very soul of things, as artists sees the aura, which they paint around the head of masters or of saints. So he who penetrates the outward screen shall view the unseen hid behind the scene. God speaks in thunder. His tender voice is heard in the tiny nestlings of the hummingbird. He laughs with the children on the beach. The sea is his, the spooning waves his voice. Behold him as the cosmic mother love, and every mother's face that leans above the infant nursing at her ample breast. And it is he who gives the child its rest. The whole world is whispering his name. He is the altar, the offering, and the flame. The Lord is present, the single and the whole. When least aware, he floods the seeking soul.
Thank you, Michael Paul, and in gratitude for those words. I'm just so grateful that all of you came to celebrate this Thanksgiving Day service with us today and allowing that gratitude to well up deep within for all of the abundance of this universe, for this planet, for this country, and in our own lives. And I would like to thank Gregory on the video, and Matthew on the sound, Marv for doing the logistics. Let me just say everyone, we'll clap for everyone at once. Rosedale and Deb for ushering, the amazing Michael Paul Smith, and the amazing Carrie Powell, and Seaside for allowing us to come together for this Thanksgiving Day. A couple of little logistics. So when we complete, we're going to sing ourselves out a song as we go out. The dinner's going to start at 1. So if you're going to the dinner, please go sit down and wait until I get there and start everything at 1 o'clock, and then we'll help you find your place in line. We have the amazing romantic cowboy Earl Flores to do some music during our dinner, and I don't know if you know this about him, but if you're in Encinitas, you all know about the surfing Madonna kerfuffle, right? Anyway, he wrote the song, and he sings the song. He wrote the song for the Surfing Madonna Foundation. So we're very blessed that he's donating his time. Everyone here is donating their time, but it does cost a little bit of money to put something like this on. And so if you found this useful on your way out, if you would be willing to give a little bit of your abundance so that we can continue doing this year after year, it would be very much appreciated. There's a collection table on each door. And I'm just so blessed that you all came today to share this beautiful Thanksgiving with all of us. And we are going to end with, as we sing a song, A Blessing to the World. Oh, and before we do the song, just to let you know, I usually do the Christmas Day ceremony, but since Christmas is on a Sunday, we'll have our regular service at 11, not 9, just 11. And then we'll have our dinner again at 1 o'clock. And I just want to, she's not in the room, but I just want to thank Melissa Spiegler and all of her volunteers. Without her and all those volunteers, we would not have a dinner, because I did it the first couple of years. There's no way I can organize anything the way she's done it. So when you see her, just thank her. Thank you, Melissa. And she and I provide the turkeys, so if you want to donate a little bit to that out there, that would be nice. And let's sing ourselves out. We're a blessing to the world.
I am the heart, I am the hand, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hand, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hand, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. is a blessing to the world.
So I'm so grateful for this time together, for each beautiful spirit who has come to share their light and their love with us today. And I just know that we go out into our lives blessed by this time together in total gratitude for the light and the love and the blessing of being able to be the heart and the hands of Spirit on earth. And so it is. Amen.
I'll give the love back to you. Well, you see me much clearer when my looking glass stare, and I'm tired of abusing my heart. Now there's something calling out to me. I wanna paint pictures clear, but I'm angry and obstinate and so full of fear. Why can't I find some compassion? You know I'd find it for you.